MegaPodTastic.
Good morning, MegaPodlings. It's Krazy Joe. And look who I've got. It's Wetmovie1.
How you doing?
Welcome.
We're both stuck in our houses, and we're just like, well, let's do something together. You know, since we never met, and we can never, we never can collab, at least at the moment with all this stuff going on. We're like, hey, it's Skype time.
Yeah, exactly. I'd love to, get out and collaborate with you sometime. I love Hollywood, but I don't get out there. Let's see. Last time I was there was 2012.
Okay.
So yeah, before I was married. So I don't know, one of these days.
What'd you end up doing when you came out to Hollywood?
Well, my best friend Dave Perillo, who I do my Lunchbox Bunch videos with, he's an artist, and he had a couple gallery openings at Gallery 1988. So, are you familiar with Gallery 88? They're over by Pink's.
It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure if I've been there or not.
Yeah, they're by Pink's Hot Dogs. They used to be right next to Golden Apple Comics.
Okay.
Then they opened up a second gallery in Santa Monica, but I think they shut that one down. I don't think it did as well. But yeah, last time we were there for one of his art shows, and that was 2012. And yeah, it was a great time. But I don't get to travel too much anymore.
Yeah, I don't really travel much either, except for just whatever I can get to by train and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen, people have been posting online my travel plans for the weekend, and it's a map of their house. It's like living room, bathroom. So
the world is a crazy place right now, man.
Absolutely.
Like just going out to like Target just to get some normal stuff. Like you have to wait in line outside of these places, and like I know they're trying to combat as many so they don't have that many people inside the stores, and they make you go in little by little. But like having everyone stand like that next to each other is not a good thing either.
Yeah.
Or at least some of the ways I've seen it out here.
Yeah, well, you've been brave. I've seen on your videos you've been heading out. I've seen you with your gloves and your mask. I haven't even ventured out. I haven't left the house in 3 weeks.
Like you didn't even like go outside, take a walk, like open the front door and go, like nothing. If I didn't do that, I think I would like, I don't know, like start bleeding out of my butthole or something.
I have a back deck. I sit on my back deck. That's about it. Cause here's the thing. I got scared because I have asthma, and I heard respiratory conditions, it's going to hit you worse. I said the people with respiratory conditions are the ones more likely to die. So I'm like, oh, if I go out there, I'm risking death. And we've had our groceries delivered, but I'm going absolutely bonkers. I'm going stir. I don't know day from night. I don't know what day of the week it is. I look at you and your videos and with Target and everything, and I'm like, I wish I was that brave. I want to go out.
I mean, but the thing is, that's all we can do is like go to places like that. You know what I mean? Like supermarket or Target or Walmart. That's it. Everything else is like shut the hell down. I get it. I get it and stuff, but like it's. I don't know, man. It's kind of scary. It's weird, but I just have to move. I just can't sit still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I have been sitting still, and it's like I'm going nuts. Like I don't even feel healthy. Like I stand up and I feel like I feel like so heavy on my feet because I've been sitting all day. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. My kid has so much energy. She's just running and running and running and running. And I'm like, I don't know how you have all this energy. I'm just tired all the time.
So is the kid getting kind of stir crazy too? Like, is the kid driving you nuts by just like, being in the house and not be able to go anywhere? And because I live here with my sister's kids, and all day long, and my sister's like, stop, hey, you guys stop hitting each other, stop doing that, stop. Like, that's all we hear. Throughout the house and stuff, because the kids kind of want to do something, but they can't really go anywhere.
Oh yeah. No, they're. I got two. They're fighting like cats and dogs. They're just fighting. And my wife and I are trying to work because we're doing work from home. I'm working from home in the basement. She's working from home on the upper level, and they're just. It's driving us crazy. But I keep saying we can't complain though, because we got it better than most people. We still got our jobs. A lot of people don't have their jobs. We've got our health. There's people sick and dying. So it's like, it's rough, but how can we really complain?
Yeah.
So,
Well, the only money I'm making is through YouTube right now, and like the little bit of stuff I do make on eBay when I sell stuff on my eBay store. That's the only thing that's keeping me afloat because because right when I moved, I was planning to get a new job. Because I lost my job recently working at Walmart, and I was planning to get a new job in a new area because I knew we were moving and everything. But yet, right when we moved, about a week after we moved here, the whole thing happened. So everything shut down, and we're all kind of, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh shit.
so what's that like working in a Walmart when you're on YouTube? Because I know you on your videos say you're not that big, but you're a lot bigger than I am. I got to imagine you get recognized a lot. Do people stop you in the Walmart and say, "Hey, aren't you Wetmovie1?"
I mean, I'm not big on YouTube or whatsoever. I've been doing it for like 12 years or so, close to it. But yet there was some embarrassing shit that's happened at Walmarts and different. It's mostly at nerdy places like conventions and things that someone would come up to me and say, "Hey, you've seen your videos and stuff." But I think it's cool as hell. I can cuss on here, right? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't,
Or
but
yeah.
if
You can
you
always
do,
you
I'm
can
not
always
gonna.
yeah, you can bleep me out or whatever. But yeah, it's happened a couple times. But there's been some embarrassing things that happened while I was working at Walmart as a maintenance man. I'm like in the bathroom, I'm like cleaning stuff up. I'm like, bent over cleaning something. And there was one time this one guy goes, "Hey, you do those movie related videos on YouTube, right?" And like, I'm like, yeah, kind of, I guess. "Oh, you're the wet one, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yes." Like I'm sitting there wiping, like cleaning up dookie off a toilet. I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ." I
Oh
don't know.
boy. So
But it was
where did the name Wetmovie1 come from?
well, people think I just sort of came up with it, like there's a big meaning behind it. There really isn't. Like back in the day when I started YouTube, people had to make up their own YouTube names. And every time I would come up with a name like Goonie Fan or like Goonie Fan 2, Movie Boy, like whatever it may be, everything was taken at the time. Like every time I type in something, it was taken, and I started getting frustrated with it back in the day. And I kept like coming up with other stuff. I'm just happy I'm not calling myself 12. You know what I mean? Like wet movie stuck, so I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, I got Krazy Joe during college radio,
Mm-hmm.
and now that it's not the most creative name. So like, I think like maybe I could have done better because if you Google Crazy Joes, I'm not the only one. There's a lot of Crazy Joes out there, so it's like I could have done better, but I'm
It's
stuck
okay.
with
Well,
it now.
we all know you're crazy, so it's okay. It fits.
Well, I had a friend who used to say I wasn't crazy enough. He's like, you should be normal, well-adjusted, Joe. He's like, you're really not that crazy. So,
No, but cinema sickness told me something a little different though. But it's okay.
Cinema Sick, as long as I've been doing videos with Cinema Sickness, and that's been about 3 or 4 years now. Whenever we do live streams, people always say they want us to do stuff with you. They're always like, when are you going to get together with Wetmovie1? It's like, well, maybe when we're in California. We're not in California, so
Yeah.
that's a little bit of a challenge.
You guys live far away from each other?
We're about 40 minutes from each other.
Okay. Yeah, because like I'm hoping maybe sometime after this whole thing blows over. I'm hoping. I'm planning to go out there and do something fun maybe with you guys for like a couple days or whatever. 'Cause I saw my friend Adam Wu went out there and hung out with him for a day or two. I thought that was cool.
Oh yeah. We had a good time with Adam. I keep telling Adam to come back. I'm like, come back to Philly. Because he always drives from Florida to California, so he's always hitting the southern states. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, come back up north.
Hmm.
But I don't know. He's a great guy.
Yeah. I just hope CS can get past this as well because I know he's struggling when it comes to stuff since the whole outbreak happened. Like
Oh
his
yeah.
businesses and him going to conventions and trying to make money that way. Like I'm hoping he's doing okay because I know YouTube money wise it can't be the greatest. You know what I mean? Because like I know I'm not doing the greatest on there either.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean I know especially since he has a kid and has bills and a house and all that shit.
Well, I don't want to speak for him, but
Yeah,
I know he's a little I know he's stressed.
yeah,
As you know, I don't blame him. I'd be stressed too. But yeah, no, these are not easy times. This is scary. But
Yeah, 'cause I remember the times when he first started doing videos, or around that time. He was doing videos while he was at work. You know, like he used to like do videos like, oh, I'm in work, I'm leaving work, okay, I'm going to the post office, I'm going home. Like I used to like, oh shit. But then I forgot when it all changed, when he made YouTube a full-time thing.
he actually just posted today that today was the 3-year anniversary.
Oh, that's what it
So
was. Yeah.
yeah, I always I remember that I did a video once where I didn't know where he worked.
Hmm.
And I had something for him, and I decided to make a video out of me trying to find him at work.
Hmm.
So like I just was driving around like trying to find, because he always came out the same door in every video. I'm looking for the door. So that was my video. My video was trying to find Cinema Sickness's work,
Hmm.
and I don't know, it was pretty funny.
Yep.
So you've been doing this 12 years, you said.
Oh, close to it, something like
That's
that. So I had an original channel that got taken down due to copyright stuff called Wetmovie. And then, when it got taken down, I came back, and it's called Wetmovie1 because I can't call it Wetmovie. I don't know. But that's how it all happened. And due to my short films I did back in the day, I didn't know about not using certain music. Like I used some songs from Back to the Future and one or two of the short films I did. And eventually they all got taken down and copyright strike, bam, 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 bam. Then disappeared. And that was it on that one.
Yeah, that's been my fear with podcasting. I got lax. I do a podcast too, and I got lax and was just using any music on that.
Yeah.
Then I got nervous and I took down all the podcasts recently, and I'm starting from scratch with all podcast free music. So
Like the music you can use from YouTube or whatever.
yeah. Well, the music I use on my YouTube videos was actually written for me for my podcast from one of my friends. So
That's pretty cool.
that's safe.
Yeah.
So what do you what I enjoy about your channel is I like how you mix it up. Like you don't do just like movie. It's not
Yeah.
just movie stuff. Like you get those videos. Like I really enjoy the videos you do when you go to these like retro VHS places and things like
Mhm.
that. It
Like
gives
the
me
like the pop-up Blockbuster and stuff like that. They happen a year
yeah.
or two ago. Yeah.
Yeah, like those videos, I really enjoy them because I don't know, I really go in for stuff like that. But do you get, I don't know what you get from your audience. Do you get a lot of blowback on stuff like that? Like because I find that a lot of times if we venture and do something a little too different, people are like, this isn't what I want from you. I want you doing this thing.
Mm. I I don't know why, but whenever I do something new, yeah, people do go, what are you doing? Kind of thing. And there's sometimes I get so much hate from certain videos, and I'm just like, wait, what? And then like there's times when people are like trolling me and messing with me, and like I don't know how to explain it, but then like I say recently I did a video where I did ASMR. Like I'm sitting there in my room going, shh, how you doing? Shh. Like like doing that quiet talking stupid thing. It was kind of like a few to the haters that were always like giving me shit. Like Brennan, we don't want you to do this or don't do that. We want you to do like people are trying to like tell me how to do my own thing. So I just sort of like did something completely different just to try to like make people go, what's wrong with him? But there's also stuff I've done that I tried to change up my content and try to do some other things. And I thought more people would enjoy them and like them, but the views are lower than like the movie hunting stuff is. Like I know people that watch my channel love movies and physical media and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I start getting invited and going to different events, like getting to talk to certain celebrities, meet certain celebrities, and sometimes get to interview them for my videos. And it seems like those videos I do, like talking to like Pauly Shore and Jeff Goldblum and Reginald VelJohnson, the guy that played Carl Winslow in Family Matters, like those videos get less views and less like interaction comment wise than like a hoarding up video or like me like getting some like me unboxing something, like I got me opening a package. Look, I got 2 DVDs in the mail today, and I would get more views just opening a package than I would hanging out with Jeff Goldblum or interviewing Jeff Goldblum or whoever it is, movie star wise, and it always kind of baffles me.
Yeah, I gave up trying to figure it out. I put up a video. I keep talking about that. I put a video up a couple days ago that I don't think is one of my finest videos But you know how it is. We're all strapped for content right now. It's like, because we
Yeah.
can't get out. I opened up a box I found in the garage. I'm like,
Hmm.
I didn't know what was in it. I just found a box. I'm like, oh, I wonder what's in this box. I put up a video called "What's in the Box." I'm like, this is the
Hmm.
stupidest video I've ever done. It's
Hmm.
just me pulling crap out of a box. People are telling me this is a great video. I'm like, I'm glad you liked it. It's
Yeah.
not one I'm especially proud of.
Like I just did a video. I filmed one. I have to edit a little. I have to edit it a little bit. It's not that much editing involved in this one. I'll probably put it up like on Wednesday or Thursday or something, and it's called What's in My Pantry, and it's like going, look, I got some peanut butter, I got some spaghetti, I got some cereal. Like, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like, what am I doing right now?
That just gave me a funny idea. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to write that down. I have a funny idea now.
yeah. Like today, I did a video. I just posted up on my YouTube channel talking about how much money I make doing YouTube videos. Like talking about like how much money I make in like the last 28 days, or what I made last month, how much money I made in the past year, and I'm showing the analytics on my channel and stuff. To me, I find it kind of fascinating. And I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do the same thing. So I'm like, you know what? Like you said, we're strapped for content. I'll make a video like this as well.
I saw that video. Let me tell you, you're doing a lot better on YouTube than I am.
It's I'm definitely since I've been doing it for forever, and I see other people, and I'm like, I wish I was here, but I know there's other people that wish I get it.
I have to keep looking behind me because I have a dog and a cat that don't like each other too much, sleeping on the same blanket behind me. I have to make sure a war doesn't erupt.
Oh, that'd be kind of funny, but we can't see them because they're all blurred out. Unblur the background. Unblur the background. We want to see the cat fight.
I mean, the cat's coming up here now.
Uh-oh.
There he is.
Oh.
Say hello. Say hello to the internet, Jules. And he's stuck in my headphones now. I shouldn't have done that. There you go. So how long have you lived in Hollywood? You lived there all your whole life?
Oh, well, I live in and around Hollywood. I'm not exactly in Hollywood, but yes, I've been pretty much out in this general area, give or take like 40 minutes or whatever, since I was like, I guess, like junior high, elementary school, something like that.
Yeah, I thought about moving out there years ago.
It's more expensive though, probably, than where you
Yeah.
were.
Well, I don't know. It's probably, but where we are isn't cheap either.
Yeah.
We're in the Corona capital of Pennsylvania. So
Oh shit.
our area of Pennsylvania had more cases than any other area of Pennsylvania. So we got that to brag about.
Oh, lovely.
And this is why I don't leave the house. But anyway.
Yeah.
So what tell us about your collection. You're always out hunting. You got I imagine you have a pretty hefty collection.
Yeah, I do, but I would say 90% of them is down in the garage right now in boxes since I moved to this new place. Kind of trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, like how I'm gonna store them in this room. Cause I need to probably get some like custom shelving somehow to get on the wall, kind of like how CS does, or something, so I can maximize the space in this little room that I do have right now. As of right now, like, and plus the way I used to have them at my old place, where they were just surrounding me everywhere, I was getting kind of like overwhelmed with it sometimes, and I'm like, oh, just need I don't know. So right now I'm kind of okay with it being down there, but not at the same time. It's kind of a weird thing.
I got to the point where I'm and I know a lot of my physical media viewers, this drives them crazy, but Jules, stay away from him. I've totally I've totally embraced digital because I'm like I got a closet full of physical media back there.
Yeah.
But anything that I have on physical that is also on digital is in a storage unit because I'm like I can't. There's just not enough space in the house. So
yeah, I know it's the same thing that I've been having an issue with over here. And I just recently got into digital about like 2 months or so ago, like more regularly than normal. And like a viewer sent me a Roku and everything. And I was like, shit. And then right when I moved, I started watching a lot of it when I got here because most of, like I said, the collection is down in the garage. And I'm kind of digging it, but at the same time, I don't like how the internet connection is sometimes, where the picture quality would diminish as you're watching digital content compared to DVDs or Blu-rays where it stays the same constantly.
Yeah, I've been lucky. My quality's been pretty consistent, but I do know they're dipping the content. They're dipping the bandwidth now because of
Everyone's
the
on there.
heavy. Yeah, which makes sense.
Well, that's happening all throughout the world, though, right? Or California or whatever. Oh,
Yeah, I believe so.
yeah.
So I don't know. My favorite's Voodoo. I never have trouble with the quality on Voodoo when I use that one, which just got sold today. It's just reported.
Voodoo got sold?
Voodoo got sold. They were owned by Walmart, and just today it was announced they were sold to Fandango.
Okay.
Which.
What does that mean, though, in the long run for things? Nothing?
Well, they're saying right now there's not going to be any changes for now. But I think the big thing that is going to change is there's some little incentives that Walmart has in place that I imagine have to go away. Like they have something called disc and digital, where you can go onto voodoo.com and order the DVD or the Blu-ray off of Voodoo, and they'll immediately give you the digital version. So then the advantage is when the disc comes, you have an extra digital code now because they already put it in your library when you made the purchase. So now you've got the physical disc with an extra code in there.
Okay.
So give it to your friend or you sell it. I don't know. They'd say you're not supposed to sell it, but people do. So they can't stop it. Is that a signed Clerks poster behind you?
Yep. Signed by Kevin.
Yes.
I mean, I probably could have got it signed by some other cast members throughout the years, but I'm like, I don't feel like lugging it around to do, to get it signed at different things.
Yeah, the one I've been getting signed is a Masters of the Universe poster. I got a Masters of the Universe poster signed by James Tolkien and Robert Duncan McNeil.
That's
and
cool.
I had a chance to get it signed by Dolph Lundgren, but it was the same month that I got laid off last year, and I couldn't justify going to the convention.
What was that convention called again?
It was Monster Mania. It's in New Jersey.
How much was he charging? Did you even find out?
I think he was charging like $70 or $80, something like that. It was pretty reasonable, but I couldn't justify it because I lost my job like a couple weeks prior.
I know a friend of mine, or acquaintance or whatever. I don't know if I can say friend, but whenever I see him at different events, he's like, "Oh, hey, Brendan, how you doing?" His name's Mike Mendez. He directed like a movie called like Big Ass Spider and Lava Land and stuff. And he's been in a couple of my videos throughout the years. And there's I don't know if him and Dolph Lundgren are like best friends or whatever. Because I've seen Dolph Lundgren in his Instagram stories. Like, "Oh, hey, Dolph, you here to watch my dog this weekend?" He's like, "Yes, I'm here to watch your dog this weekend." I'm like, "What the? Can I come over and hang out for the weekend? Damn." Like I can't just hit up people and say, "Yo, can I come over and hang out with you and Dolph Lundgren this weekend?" Like I've seen him hanging out with like Quentin Tarantino and these people. I'm like, what? Like different people I know. Like I see like pictures with them in different places. Like here's some of my director buddies. Oh no, it's just Quentin Tarantino. All these other people behind him. I'm like, yeah, big deal, yeah.
How often do you just randomly run into celebrities out there? Because I ask because someone told me it doesn't happen that often. They said, "Oh, you never see celebrities." And the first time I was out in LA, I don't think we were off the plane a few hours when we ran into Sarah Silverman. And I'm like, everyone's like, "Oh, you don't run into anyone." And then I went to a Mexican restaurant and Sarah Silverman sitting at the next table. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I've been off the plane for what, 2 hours now?"
Yeah. No, she's I've seen her out and about a handful of times throughout the years, but she's always kind of cool. But I see people semi regularly, but like it's not nothing's ever planned. Like there was one time I went to Amoeba Records just like I would do anyway to look at some stuff. And then I was there with my friend John from Wasting Money 1. He used to do a lot of videos here on YouTube too, and we're just looking at DVDs, Blu-rays, and then Judd Nelson just goes walking by, from the Breakfast Club and shit. We're like, "What the?" I'm like, okay. Like, I wanted to ask him if I can get him on video, but I didn't have enough nuts to say it. But we got a picture with him and stuff. And also, like, I was there one time before, with my friend Aaron, and Tom Savini was just wandering the aisles. And like I got him on video for like maybe a minute or something. Like, hey, what are you hoarding up on in here today? You know, I'm like, okay.
I hear he's hot and cold, I think. Like I think sometimes he's really good with the fans, but I don't know. I think he has like a short fuse from what I've read. Maybe I shouldn't say that because I don't know.
I heard a lot of negative things about him throughout the years too, about people having negative experiences with him at conventions and all sorts of stuff. But the couple of times I got to meet him and talk to him, he seems to be okay. You know what I mean? Like at the convention life, he seems to be okay. And then 1 or 2 times I've seen him outside of convention life, he seems to be okay. I mean, we're not friends. I just sort of like see him and he's just randomly at places. But he seems to be okay. He has that look on his face that he looks like he don't give a fuck. Maybe that's just the way he kind of just looks, just walking around. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. Maybe people are intimidated by just the way his face is. You know, maybe like me, like you don't want to see this face in the dark alley and shit. You know what I
mean? Yeah, I don't think anyone's intimidated by me.
Yeah.
Well, I could be wrong though. I've been told I'm intimidating because I'm so tall, but like I can't imagine that anyone's actually intimidated by me. It's like, really? Like you see this big goofy face and you're like, that's scary. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you got to question your decisions in life if you're running in fear of me.
Yeah.
Well,
no, there's a lot
good.
of really cool things that happen out here. Just being in Hollywood, like just not knowing, what could happen from week to week. Well, now everything's shut down, but what could happen from week to week? Sometimes I get messages from people when things were still going on in the world, where hey Brendan, there's a event happening over here. Would you like to go? I have an extra ticket. And then I'm like, okay, and I go, and then like, oh shit, Nicolas Cage just happens to be there. I'm like, oh shit, okay, like what? Like I find out like he's, supposedly he's gonna be there doing a Q&A or whatever. I'm like, you know what? I'll bring a couple of like DVD sleeves or Blu-ray sleeves with me just in case there's a chance. Because I always when I go to events and I know who's in the movie or something, I'm like, I'm gonna bring something just in case, for 1 or 2 people that I like or whatever. A lot of times nothing happens, but there are times that do. So I'm like, yes,
I have a Kermit the Frog puppet, and Steve Whitmire, who was Kermit the Frog for close to 30 years, was at a convention, and it was my goal to get Steve Whitmire's hand inside my Kermit the Frog, because I said, to me, that's like a blessing from the Pope, the real Kermit hand inside my Kermit. And he did it. But about a month ago, my wife and I got invited to the set of Sesame Street. And the new puppeteer for Kermit the Frog works on Sesame Street as Big Bird. And I said, stick Kermit in your purse. She's like, why? And I'm like, because if Matt Vogel's there, I'm going to try to get another Kermit hand in my puppet. She thought I was nuts, but she did. She had my Kermit puppet like smuggled in her bag, just in case we needed access to it. And nobody ever knew it was there because we didn't see him. It never came out, but it's just That's funny. Cool, we're smuggling a Kermit puppet into the Sesame Street set. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. We've been going about a half hour. Which I think, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I always think that's about as much of me as people can take. So,
that's all right.
But we next time I'm in LA, which probably won't be for a while, I'd love to get together and, do something. Dude. Yeah.
Same thing. If I'm up in that area, that's all me, you, CS, and do some crazy stuff.
Absolutely.
Like these on our fingers and shit,
What is your first order of business when we get released into the wild? Like what is it you're itching to do more than anything else that you haven't been able to do?
Run outside and with all my clothes off and run up and down the aisles of Walmart and just going, hey, I'm free, yay!
We've got toilet paper. Yeah, I just can't wait to get back into a movie theater.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a little weird though for a while, even if right when they open up again,
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm tearing my hair out and I don't have much left. So I didn't have much to begin with. So.
Well, you gotta start with the back hair then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be shaving my head this weekend, just because it's getting crazy.
I was thinking about doing that too for a video. Like I don't know if you saw it, but I did a video where I had my niece and nephew try to dye my hair, but nothing came with it, and they put makeup on me or whatever. I was hoping it was gonna be all purple and pink and be all crazy like, and then like I'll do a couple videos with the hair like that, and then I was gonna do a video just like shaving it all off in the house, but like it didn't come with it, so I'm like, whatever.
Well, I am going to put your information down below. So if any of my viewers are not familiar with the Wetmovie1 channel, there's links down below. And go click, subscribe. And yeah. And thank you for being here.
No, thank you for having me, man. And you're not that crazy, so,
I don't know. I do some weird things.
Yep.
But keep wearing those pajamas, and soon you can stop wearing those pajamas and go out again and put pants on, or run out naked. I don't care.
I don't have pants on. I'm doing this thing with no pants on. I don't even think I have chonies on.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. I know we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.